Rise and shine, Central Indiana. It is 9 o'clock on your Sunday morning. Thanks for getting your day started with us here on 13 Sunrise. I'm Matthew Foltz alongside Lindsay Monroe. Hopefully you have been out and enjoying your weekend so far. We know lots of events has been going on. We know rains kind of dampened a little plans yesterday, but we still made it through. And Lindsay, you were saying we might have more rain in store today.
We do, and it's going to be much later this afternoon, so I think we're going to see a lot of dry time for the rest of the morning and then into the early afternoon. And now we're starting to see some of that fog clear out. It's been pretty foggy, some outlying locations, including here in Carmel, but now the sun is now coming back out. And we've got a bright blue sky kind of developing across most of central Indiana. A lot of that fog developing overnight because we had excess amounts of rainfall yesterday. The wind really calmed down overnight, so that created some of those low-lying clouds, and it didn't have anything to mix it around, so it all just kind of hung out close to the surface. But now that the sun is up, we're starting to warm up our surface temperature. We're going to see a lot of that mix out. Now we still have this boundary that's stalled to our south for today, so we are watching this zone kind of in southern Indiana, southern Illinois, storm cluster back in Missouri now. That's all going to be headed in our direction. We more so believe it will be slightly more widespread from a storm standpoint across the southern half of the state, but I do anticipate the potential that we could see some scattered storms here around the Indy Metro as we get into the latter afternoon, early evening, similar time frame to yesterday. Temperatures now all warming back through the 70s. We had a morning low right around that 70-degree mark. We're back to 73 now. We are headed back into the upper 80s later on this afternoon with, again, those pop-up storms that will be possible as we get into the 4 p.m. hour and beyond. Upper 80s, low 90s for highs this afternoon. Coming up, we'll talk more about the timeline for rain and storms for today and a pretty unsettled week ahead in your work week forecast. We'll break that down in your 7-day outlook.
All right, we'll see you then, Lindsay. Well, right now we're following breaking news of a double shooting on the city's east side. Metro Police now telling us it was a deadly shooting. Our Anna Chalker has been live at the scene for more than an hour now and has the very latest. Good morning, Anna.
Good morning, Matthew. We just got that update from police that the man who was involved in this shooting died. We learned that just about 10 minutes ago. Still an active scene out here, even though that shooting happened around 7 o'clock this morning. But let me step out of the way so you could just see the scene here behind me. As you can see, still a few squad cars out here, the crime lab out here as well. We've seen them really focusing on the backyards here in this alley, still trying to figure out exactly where the shooting happened. We have a lot of just limited information right now, but what we know is around 6:50 this morning, IMPD officers were called here on a report of 2 people shot. When they got here, they found a man and woman with gunshot wounds. Both were rushed to the hospital in critical condition. That's where the man died later on. Again, no suspect information right now. Still working to figure that out. Police say if you have any information to call Crime Stoppers for them. But again, still an active scene out here. We know that the investigators will be out here for quite some time, really trying to figure out what is going on. We have seen the investigators taking pictures of the area over here. We have seen some evidence markers around as well. But this alley here on Parker Avenue is shut off. Once we get more information, we'll have that both on air and online. But we'll have another look out here at 9:30.
All right, just an unfortunate way to start your Sunday on the city's east side. Our Anna Chalker reporting live for us. Thanks, Anna. And we know 2 women are at the hospital right now after police say they were shot downtown overnight, and this happened just yards away from the IMPD headquarters. So police say the shooting happened just before 4 this morning near the intersection of Delaware and East Market Streets. Officers say they found a woman with a gunshot wound at the scene. She was later transported to the hospital in stable condition. Then a short time later, police found another woman near that scene with a graze wound. Detectives believe this is an isolated incident, and we're working to learn more on just what led up to this shooting. This morning, a man and child are dead after a shooting on the city's northwest side. We first brought you this story yesterday here on 13 Sunrise. Their family now telling 13 News the victims were brothers. Our Marina Silva spoke to their mother about this tragic incident.
Natasha Offit brought both of her sons into this world, and now she's facing the reality of burying them.
I just don't know how to feel right now. I'm in shock.
12-year-old Izzy Offit and 24-year-old Waylon Coe, the latest victims lost to gun violence in Indianapolis after a shooting on West 38th Street. It happened in this parking lot around 4 a.m. Saturday. Crime tape surrounds a food truck at the scene. Police found the brothers shot in a car nearby. Medics took Waylon and Izzy to the hospital in critical condition, where they died from their injuries. Just hours later, their mom woke up to get her family ready for a trip to Kings Island.
I got up to get Izzy up and get ready, and he wasn't in there. And I called his phone, no answer. And I had my daughter check for his location, and she said it was out west.
When she called Izzy's phone a second time,
somebody answered his phone and let her know that they was up there. The only people we talked to was the corners. We haven't talked to nobody. They still got his phones. We don't know where the car is, none of this stuff. So
you were told by a coroner?
By the coroner that they was both deceased.
Natasha says she had to identify her sons through photos.
They just showed us black and white photograph. That's it.
Not the images she wants to remember them by. She has her own photos and memories. Now, her message to their killer?
They need to turn themselves in.
Meanwhile, she's struggling to realize her babies aren't coming home.
I don't know. Lost for words for both of my boys to be gone.
And Natasha tells 13 News she is still waiting to speak with the detective. Police are still asking anyone with any information on this shooting to give them a call. We'll keep you posted as soon as we learn more. This Thursday, the Public Safety and Criminal Justice Committee is expected to consider changes to Marion County's curfew rules. So this proposed plan would put the curfew into place that would force kids under 15 to be home by 9 during the week. Right now, it's 11 p.m. That proposal will also lower the curfew for 15 through 17-year-olds from 1 a.m. to 11 p.m. on Fridays and Saturdays. Well, this morning, a 5-year-old boy is saved after firefighters rescued him from a burning apartment. So the key to this survival, firefighters say, may have been his bedroom door. Take a look at this video from IFD. It shows the aftermath on Barberry Lane near 46th and Keystone. We're told the boy's mom was woken up to heavy smoke and could not get to him. So that's when she went out to the sliding glass door and called 911. Firefighters tell us, thankfully, that door to the boy's bedroom was closed, and they say that kept smoke out of his room and kept him from getting hurt. Crews say it's an important reminder for everyone to close your bedroom door before you go to sleep. The WNBA All-Star events are already happening around Indy, and one of them included donating breast tissue to the Susan G. Komen Tissue Bank. So around 400 women donated a small sample of breast tissue yesterday that will go toward cancer research. It's all part of the All-Star Cure event through the WNBA.
Today, everything is so polarizing and everyone has differing views. To see our community come together for one good cause and we're all on the same journey and wanting to see the eradication of breast cancer. It's amazing. You feel the atmosphere. We're all here for the same reason is really powerful.
And you can find more information on this drive, plus all the fun All-Star events happening this week on our website at WTHR.com. Well, check this out. Lots of laughs last night over at the Murat Theater. Cancer Support Community Indiana held its annual fundraiser, Laughing Matters. This time it featured comedian Howie Mandel. So WTHR is one of the sponsors of this event, and our Felicia Lawrence and Dustin Grove hosted it. I was also in attendance at our WTHR table, and I have to say it was pretty cool to be able to see all those live auctions and just the support that goes to cancer research. At one point before I left, there was about $24,000 raised. So again, this makes sure patients, survivors, and their families can get the support they need throughout their journey. We do have a link on our website at WTHR.com if you would like to donate. Indiana Black Expo Summer Celebration is underway here in Indianapolis, and IBE is showcasing a film festival called Beyond the Frame, Black Voice Amplified. So this celebration of culture and creativity shows off some great cinematic works. So they're all done by African-American filmmakers, and there were 5 films showed yesterday, including the premiere of Indiana Black Expo's documentary, 1 Month is Not Enough, which leaders say tells a powerful story.
We have some filmmakers here with us today, and it's important that we give young people a voice, young and older people a voice, and one of our filmmakers actually just did that a couple weeks ago with her film festival was for young people as well. So it's very important that we have that voice and really pay attention to what it is our young people are seeing these days.
That was Jennifer Darby you just heard from. She's with the Black Expo and says that it's really important not just to enjoy these films, but also walk away learning something about Black history and culture.